Cognitive development. The cerebral development in young adults will result in fine-tuning of the prefrontal cognitive control network. This will build the skills of planning, reasoning, and decision-making. Piaget's cognitive development is known as a post-formal thought. This thought allows a rational, flexible, and practical way of thinking. Young adults are college students that go through a process of thinking such as the dualistic thinking that divides into right from wrong. College experience is very common in young adults. They gain many knowledge, values, and firmer sense of identity. All of these factors guide young adults in their interest to form their physical and cognitive development. Development in early adulthood. During early adulthood, the physical aspect of teens reach a maximum capacity in biological aging. Major physical changes start to occur as far as athletic skills increase in young adults, which requires speed, strength, and gross motor coordination. The health and fitness are also a part of the young adults' lives. It is important that the young adults exercise and eat healthy. Due to the lives that young adults carry on day by day, they are at a higher risk to fall into unhealthy habits such as eating out in fast food restaurants. Most of the weight gain in adulthood is considered to be a decrease in basal metabolic rate. There needs to be effective treatment that will include nutritious diet, low in calories, regular exercise, maybe even recording the food intake. Regular exercise will reduce body fat, build muscle, and increase psychological well-being. As a young adult, there are many common use substances such as tobacco, marijuana, and alcohol. However, most of 21-year-olds are cigarette smokers and are at higher risk for health problems. It can also result in heart attacks, strokes, and numerous cancers. Another most common abused substance for young adults is alcohol, which affects the liver and cardiovascular disease. Cognitive development. The cerebral
1. Emerging to adulthood. Many young adults don't see themselves as an adult. Rather, they start doing more grown-up.
Chapter 15. Physical and Cognitive Development in Middle Adulthood. Physical. Middle Adulthood. As cited in Bird 2018, page 508. During midlife, many individuals begin to experience life-threatening health episodes, if not themselves, then in their partners and friends. People that are in middle adulthood age group tend to feel more depressed and sad because their body is changing for most of them. Women usually start going through menopause, and that makes them think and feel like they are not enough for their partners. Also, both women and men start lacking their five senses. Vision starts to fail, their hearing starts being bad, skin starts to change and smell, and the taste is not as good as before. Conservative. Middle adulthood is based on ages between 40 and 60. Crystallized intelligence, as described, cited on Bird 2018, page 525. To skills that depend on an accumulated knowledge and experience, good judgment, and mastery of social conventions, abilities acquired because they are valued by the individual's culture. In other words, this means persons going through this age are more mature enough to make smart, intelligent ideas as well as their vocabulary and their compression with other people. Food intelligence, as cited on Bird 2018, page 525, depends more heavily on basic information processing skills, ability to take relationships among visual stimulate, speed of analyzing. Chapter 15. Physical and Cognitive Development in Middle Adulthood. Physical. Middle Adulthood. As cited in Bird 2018, page 508. During midlife, many individuals begin to experience life-threatening health episodes, if not themselves, then in their partners and friends. People that are in middle adulthood age group tend to feel more depressed and sad because their body is changing for most of them. Women usually start going through menopause, and that makes them think and feel like they are not enough for their partners. Also, both women and men start lacking their five senses. Vision starts to fail, their hearing starts being bad, skin starts to change and smell, and the taste is not as good as before. Conservative. Middle adulthood is based on ages between 40 and 60. Crystallized intelligence, as described, cited on Berg, 2018, page 525. To skills that depend on an accumulated knowledge and experience, good judgment, and mastery of social conventions abilities acquired because they are valued by the individual's culture. In other words, this means persons going through this age are more mature enough to make smart, intelligent ideas as well as their vocabulary and their comparison with other people. Fluid intelligence, as cited on Berg 2018, page 525, depends more heavily on basic information processing skills, ability to take relationships among visual stimuli, speed of analyzing
During the transition to middle adulthood, there's an increase for concern for others known as generativity. There's a transition in family and work, different ways people view in life, new goals may develop. Currently in midlife generation, it could be seen as they are seen as better educated, healthier, and financially secure. Erickson theory, generativity versus stagnation. Can anybody tell me like some examples of generativity?
I think it's like whenever you offer your advice to like a younger generation to like help guide them and stuff.
And another one can be optimistic.
The ways of life develop this through volunteer work, mentoring, working, and just parenting that they saw the way they grew up. How about stagnation?
It's like when you're self-centered or you don't care about the younger generation and you'd rather get like the information from other people and you lack like creating goals for yourself.
Being high and generative can bring like benefits. Does anybody know any?
It can be low anxiety, depression, and also a great marriage and friendships, and even as life satisfaction.
I know with the many changes that is happening in middle adulthood, there's some ways that they can cope with it. Can you bring up any?
People can like plan ahead of time to have like a backup plan, and they can even try to see like the bright side of things and just adding like little bits of humor in their life.
This way one can feel that they have control of their lives and emotions. And one way they can encourage psychological well-being. Is there any ways they can encourage psychological?
They can maintain a healthy lifestyle, having a social life, and as well as good marriage, and their goals are being completed.
In their social lives, there are friendships that are promising, although there's still continuation of men just still having like not as close friendships as like women do. Like women cherish their friendship more and have intimate conversations. With society being more modernized, now they can connect through the social media and just keep up to date like that. And during middle adulthood, they cherish friendships and they have pleasure. They see them as pleasure, where with family they see them more for security.